Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the GHSA Championship Weekend here on Georgia Public Broadcasting. You're looking at the Georgia Dome as we get ready for a two-day football fiesta of tackles, touchdowns, and trophy presentations. At the beginning of the year, over 400 teams dreamed of winning a state championship here in the Dome. This weekend, 14 teams remain. 7 will be crowned state champs. 3 of them will host the title trophy high today. Hi again, everybody. I am Mark Harmon.
And I'm Raven Troutto, and we're here to bring you the best seat in the house on the 50-yard line, where you can see every single play take on here at the Georgia High School State Championships. This is the Super Bowl for all these teams. We have 5 teams that will be looking for their first ever state title. 4 of these teams will be looking for their second state title, and 1 of these teams will be looking for their 11th state championship in Georgia school history. And we're going to keep you guys connected. So we bring in the one and only Miss Grace Olson. Grace, you got a nifty little gadget over there.
Thank you. We're not only bringing you the best views of the game all weekend long, we're also bringing you the best views of social media. We know all of these teams have been tweeting for all football season, excited about the football season, and now we're there to the state final, so they're obviously more fired up than they've been all season long. And we're going to bring all that stuff to you, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, on this large screen we've got. And Hawkinsville and Irwin County have been ready to go all day long, so I'm going to share some tweets that they've shared with us and some Facebook posts. Right here we've got Hawkinsville at the Dome, some of the players getting ready for kickoff. GHSA tweeted this, and then the Georgia Assembly tweeted back once they saw that photo. They said, "I'm getting really old. Those Hawkinsville players look like middle school kids." So that was kind of funny there. And then also we've got an Instagram post right here. These guys say, "Ready to cheer on my Irwin County Indians today," along with the rest of the county. So they are all filling up outside of the Dome, and they're so excited. Like Raven said, this is the Super Bowl in high school football. And then our last photo for now is Hawkinsville at Irwin County, hashtag GPB Sports, Go Big Red. That's a flag outside someone's car on their way to the Georgia Dome. So these guys are so excited. We're going to keep bringing it to you all day long. Also, download the GPB football app if you haven't already. It's free from the App Store. Mark and Raven?
You know, fans are fired up online and on Twitter, on Facebook, on social media, and they're also fired up here.
I'm fired up. Are you fired up, Mark?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to check out all 7 games, but only 3 of them will be played today. Let's show you what's going to go on. Single A public school championship game between Hawkinsville and Irwin County will kick off momentarily. Then it's the 3A game between a battle of unbeatens, 14-0 Washington County and their outstanding quarterback A.J. Gray and the 14-0 Yellow Jackets of Calhoun. Then in prime time, it's the 5A game, the Mays Raiders taking on the Eagles of Northside Warner Robins.
And folks, if you think that today's busy, tomorrow we've got 4 games lined up, and it all kicks off bright and early at 10 a.m., starting with a single A private championship matchup, the Eagles Landing Christian Academy Chargers with the Eagles of Mount Perrin Christian, and a rematch from earlier this game. That game was won by Mount Perrin. And at 1 o'clock, the Double A title game, the Benedictine Cadets taking on the Spartans of Greater Atlanta Christian School. Then in 4A, it's the Buford Wolves looking on for their 11th title, taking on the Golden Lions of St. Pius, a team that has only 1 championship trophy in their case. They're looking to upset that streak for the Wolves. And finally, in 6A, it's the Archer Tigers, a school that began playing football only in 2009, Mark, and its first title game, but it's taking on a team that's been there before, the undefeated and top-ranked Colquitt County Packers.
It is the biggest weekend of high school football. It is championship weekend here on GPB. 14 teams remain, and 7 will be crowned kings.
And it all kicks off next with a single A public school championship game here on GPB.
And then there were 14, the top of the top, the creme de la creme, the last team still standing since the 2014 high school football season started 113 days ago. It's been a punishing journey to the Georgia Dome for each one of these teams, from blistering summer afternoons to the frosty nights of fall and every temper tantrum nature could dream up along the way.
Man, where did this wind come from?
But teams at this level don't even notice the weather. You'll never find quit in their dictionary. They've been up before daybreak, busting it well past dark, hitting the same 100 yards over and over and over. And for what? A few shining moments of Friday night glory? Not hardly. These teams are in it to win it. The whole thing, and this is their ultimate chance. When we say the stakes couldn't be higher, we mean it. This is the final countdown. Hope you're ready to find out who has what it takes to earn the title champion.
It's the Hawkinsville Red Devils and the Irwin County Indians next.
Time to play some football.
That's a championship team right there.
It's a hot time tonight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Tommy Palmer along with Sam Crenshaw from the Georgia Dome, downtown Atlanta. We've got a dandy to kick off all the weekend festivities here on GPB. Sam, we've got a great one. From South Georgia, we've got the Irwin County Indians, 11-1-1, and the Hawkinsville Red Devils, 12-1 on the year from the Mid-State. It is going to be one of those great football games today, folks. If you like the slug 'em out, knock 'em down, pick 'em up football games, you're going to love this one. This one's going to be a great one, Sam. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be a fantastic game. Been waiting for this one all week long. Two teams that run the wing, and they know what each other's going to do. They're just going to line up mano a mano and see who executes best.
What does either team have to do to win the ball? Minimize turnovers?
Basic. You know, really, when you get to this stage, you don't change anything. Matter of fact, the fundamentals become even more important. It could be the team that makes that one mistake. It makes a difference in the championship today.
There are a couple of guys that make these teams go, and we need to talk about both of those guys. Number one for Irwin County is?
That is Jakaron Young, their outstanding running back, over 1,500 yards he's rushed for the season, 25 touchdowns he has scored. And there's the way he's the guy that they love to travel by, so we're watching for him today on this game.
One thing that people back home will notice, the quarterback, Dakota Sloan from Hawkinsville, wears jersey number 87. Tell us the story behind that.
And there's a reason. They played a scrimmage against Fitzgerald early before the season started. His number 10 jersey was ripped up, so he said, hey, Coach, let me try something different. He gave him number 87 to start the season with a big win streak. He's wearing 87 today in the Georgia Dome.
Okay, Sam. Never seen a quarterback wear 87 other than Michigan's quarterback last year with the Tom Harmon presentation.
Right.
That's the first time. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you like football, if you like blocking, tackling, very simple football, very aggressive football.
But it's the fun time of year. It's just like a festival. It's like the county fair without the cotton candy. You know, it's just what this is like when you get to this stage of the season.
I love that line, and you are absolutely right. When you look at Hawkinsville, the thing that makes them so impressive is on their defense, they've got 9 seniors who have played together as sophomores. If you're going to line up and run, which Irwin County plans to do, you have really got your work cut out for you.
You got some experience. You got some guys who have started for all 3 years previous to this, along with Dakota Sloan, who also starts on defense. He's one of their leading tacklers. I think he's got 3 interceptions for them this year. So, yeah, very much a veteran squad.
Well, here's the Hawkinsville resume. 5 state championships. 2004, 3, 59, 54, 53, 13th region title. 2013 semifinalist as well. Coach Bobby Gentry. 203, 96, and 10. He coached from 48 to 76. And the famous alumni, Charles Johnson, University of Georgia, and in the NFL with Carolina. Taking a look at the Irwin County resume, it's impressive as well. 1975 state champions, 10th region title in their 3rd in the last 39 years. They were a semifinalist in 2013, ending the year at 10-2-1. It's their 3rd finals appearance in 97, 75, and now back again this year. Let's take a look at the Hawkinsville coach. What a nice man, David Daniel. Both of these coaches are so user-friendly, as we say.
We got a chance to visit with them. We talked with them, obviously, during the course of the week, but we visited with both of them on the field before the game. And both seem remarkably calm for what they're about to do. State championship game, and the pride not only of their communities and schools all riding, because so many fans have come with these 2 schools down to be a part of this. Then, of course, there's Buddy Noble.
Buddy Nobles could do a comedy stand-up act. He is hilarious. He's funny.
During the course of today's game, we're gonna probably share some stories and some of the anecdotes we got from him during the course of this week. Very colorful character, but no one on that sideline, and I mean no one, is more excited about being here in the Georgia Dome and getting set to play for a state championship than Coach Buddy Nobles. He is so excited about this.
I am excited for both of these gentlemen, and they seem genuinely so pleased to be here. It is not easy to get here. Irwin County leads the series 7-6, and their last meeting was in 2009. Hawkinsville won that one 21-12. Is that an omen?
Yeah, could be. We'll see what happens. But look at that fan. That fan's ready to go.
Oh, by the way, both teams red, white, silver, black. You got all the color coordinated, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great time. Irwin County will kick it off. And we are ready for kickoff. Irwin County red jerseys, Hawkinsville in the white. Short huge kick down to the 22 and up across the 30 where they're knocked down. Your GoBillGeorgia.com kickoff.
Here comes number 87.
Unusual look. It'll take some getting used to, Sam. 87. All right, Dakota Sloan, 47 of 91 on the season. He's a good one. Hawkinsville and Irwin run the wing T. And they come up and run the speed sweep right away. Up across the 35. Let's take a look at those offensive starters now for Hawkinsville. Corley Lawley, Dominic Allen, Colby Folds, Jonathan McDaniel, Nathan Wheeler with their hands on the ground up front. Reggie McDonald, Hilliard Wright, Malik Holloman, Hart Simmons, and Cal George in the backfield, and the tight ends and the wide receivers. Second down and 8. So much for the wing T.
And now we got a timeout.
Yeah, and a timeout now. All right, Irwin County now is wearing the silver pants, red jerseys, silver helmets. Hawkinsville in all white with red. When you think about a traditional wing T, and you got to break this down for me, you don't think about the wing T being run from a spread formation, but it can be done.
But it can be done, and you're going to see a bit of that today with the Hawkinsville team. They do a little bit, and when you see it for Irwin County, they have their version of it. They like to run some things that they like to do with it as well. So you're going to see something that you're familiar with, but you may see some different little waggles along the way today.
What are some of the tendencies you're looking for early on?
I'm looking to see just what really defensively. I'm looking on the other side of the ball because it's up front with both of these teams. It's going to really, to me, determine how this game goes. The four-man front for Irwin County, how they deal with it right now. They got some outstanding guys up front there. And you see how they work as they stack it. They look like they're in that 4-2-5 that they like to run.
Dakota Sloan barks a signal, rolling, looking to throw. Got a man out there, complete and dropped. Oh, my, down at the 38. Had him wide open. Taking a look at the Irwin County defense. Zion Ross, Dominic Ross, Robert Wilcox, Jared Johns, the four with their hands on the ground. The backers are Mikel Collier, DJ Pollard, Nathan Tucker, and Leroy Stewart. In the secondary, you've got Jakiron Young. Keep your eye on number 1, Shavia Hardy, and Ty Hogan. We've gotten you up to speed on everybody down on the field early on here. Just underway, 3rd down and 8. Hawkinsville. Speed sweep. Good defense by Irwin County.
Good pursuit there to string that one out. The guy in on the stop is number 32, DJ Pollard. He's like the leading tackler this season. Watch for him. Gets out there and he's in on that play.
Also there's Shavika Hardy with a stop.
Also one of the big tacklers. He had over 36 tackles this year for this team.
4th down and 8 yards to go back at the 23-yard line to kick it away. And Dakota Sloan kicks it away. Fair catch taken at the 33-yard line. Chavika Hardy with the catch. 32-yard punt. And Irwin County takes over. First down at the 32-yard line.
Let's look at the numbers for Zach Toller.
Zach Toller is your quarterback. And no, he will not check off at the line of scrimmage.
We'll get to that story.
We'll get to that later. Double wing formation. Running a little short pass up to the 39-yard line. Complete to Bernard Pitts. Let's take another look at it, Sam.
Something we didn't expect to see very much of, from this team. And here they come out and they throw the ball on their very first play from scrimmage.
Excellent tackle on the other side of the ball over there by Hawkinsville.
Number 50, Matthew Money.
He was Money.
Yes, he was.
Quick trap up the middle, across midfield, down to the 46-yard line.
And that's Robert Moore, the other guy in the backfield. We hear so much about Jakaron Young. This guy, no slouch. He had over 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns this season.
15-yard run, first down, Irwin County. Indians on the march down at the Hawkinsville 46. Basic sweep to the left side, down to the 41. Let's take a look at Irwin County's offensive starters here. Chandler Taylor, Tyler Dorman, Cam Morgan, Rusty Dorman, Ethan Etheridge up front. Bernard Pitts, Curly Jones, Robert Moore, Ty Hogan, Jakaron Young. That's your Regions Bank starting lineup. Basic wing set. A block at the corner. Down to the 32-yard line. Let's take a look at the Hawkinsville defense now. It's a 3-4. Royce Owens, Devin Adams, and Keyshawn Wright with their hands on the ground. The backers are Tyrone Wright, Warren Singletary Jr., Matthew Money, and Dakota Sloan, your quarterback.
Still wearing that 87.
All right, Saquon Lawson, Tyrus Davis, Philip Thompson, and Cal George are your other starters in the secondary. Down to the 31-yard line goes Irwin County. And basically what we're seeing with Irwin County, the Indians, they line up toe-to-toe on the offensive line of scrimmage. They're going to come right at you. Nothing fancy.
Saw Tyron Wright in on the stop there, number 28 for Hawkinsville, making the stop. The previous two stops have been made by Devin Adams, player that Coach Daniel really likes. He's very active as nose guard. Watch for number 51 on defense today.
Robert Moore on the carry. Now they run the double reverse. Got a block at the corner, and it kind of fell apart at the corner down at the 29-yard line where the tackle was made there.
Tyrus Davis in on the stop.
Just the old double handoff out of the wing set. Basic football, Sam.
Basic football, but basic tackling. Great solo stop there by Davis. Had 30 tackles this season and had 3 interceptions. If you want to throw the ball his way, you watch out for number 2 for Hawkinsville.
3rd and 6. Toller brings him up. Gives it off to Jakaron. Nothing there at the 32. Look at that Hawkinsville defense up front. Singletary, one of the first ones in there. Wright also in there. Those 3 down linemen are really good. Owens, Adams, and Wright. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it?
Remember Coach Daniel was saying early in the season the ends probably weren't playing it as well as he thought they could. The guy in the middle always has. But as the season progressed, those guys all got on the same page, and now that's what you're seeing. They helped to propel them to get to the state championship game.
Owens, Adams, and Wright. Watch those 3 guys with their hands on the ground. They are good. Quarterback dropping to throw. I believe that was a designed quarterback draw.
It was.
Toller. Let's take a look. I've got a flag down.
Got a flag on the play.
Zach Toller your quarterback on a quarterback draw. I believe we're going to have a hold here. Not just guessing, but it looks probably like that's what you're going to do. Here are your officials today: Greg Hogel, Jerry Bush, Philip Haynes, Benny Hickman, Bill Goldring.
We've got holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, 4th down.
Adam Causey and another on our team there. I wanted to let the official. All right, let's take a look. Tolar back. Well, yeah, just a little bit of holding there.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. That was a pretty good takedown, though, wasn't it?
It was. That was.
Not bad.
Brings up 4th down.
And long. High snap. Oh, my. It's partially blocked, or either the ball goes straight up in the air and bounces. Got a good bounce out of that one. That one could have been deadly. Let's go to break. Class A Public School Championship. We're just underway from the Georgia Dome. We're halfway through the first quarter. No score. We'll be back with more in a moment.
The GHSA Championship is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, together all the way. And viewers like you, thank you. The GHSA would like to thank the Georgia Farm Bureau.
.602 left, no score in the game. It's basically what we thought it was going to be, Sam. It was one of those things where we thought both offenses would run at each other to see if they could find some holes in there. Nothing yet.
You know what it surprised me, though? In each possession, we saw a pass attempt.
What? Yeah, let's listen to what the Hawkinsville coach David Daniel had to say to the Red Devils before the game started today.
I don't have to tell you anything about next week. There is no next week, men. You've done what you needed to do to get where we wanted to be at the beginning of the year. This is what we set out way back in June. You've done something to be proud of. And we're going to do what we always do. We're not changing a thing.
I love the way he said that. We're not changing a thing. We're going to go with what got us here. We're going to do what we do.
I know, but there's one player, number 21, Matt Simmons, that wish he had another chance at that ball that hit him and went right through his arms. I mean, everyone in the building, I think, was shocked and surprised, as was Simmons, to see the ball coming, it seems like.
I felt block. Did you feel that coming too?
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a block. Hawkinsville takes over, however, at the 26-yard line. We're playing field position now, I think. I think we're just kind of feeling each other out and see what the deal is here. Sloan going to run it. Not much there. Gain of about a yard.
77, Robert Wilcox in on the stack, one of the defensive tackles, and the guys who have been really active all season long and part of the success of the defensive unit. There you see him, big number 77.
This defensive front for Irwin County is kind of special, too. They pass the look test, don't they?
They really do. They got some size. And watch out for number 74, Zyron Ross. He had 7 sacks. You guys want to watch for him in the course of the game today.
Watch these 4 guys work from Irwin County. Hawkinsville's very talented on defense, but watch the guys up front, too. There you see it. Very quick, very active.
11, Shavika Hardy with the stop on that play.
Great stop by that one. Stewart also in there as well. 3rd down and long. We're running clock pretty fast here, Sam. This may be a short game.
We figured this game was going to move pretty fast because of the offenses, and sure enough, it's happening pretty much the way we thought it would.
The 2 passes early did surprise us, though, didn't it?
It really did.
Yeah. 3rd down now and long. Irwin County jumping around. Sloan throws complete, tackle broken. Up to the 36-yard line.
That entire play, for some reason, like it was slow developing.
Something happened to it, and it was not very good at the time. Let's take a look at that again. Sloan.
So we have some movement on the line, it seems like, but no flag.
Holloman with the reception.
And they get a first down out of it.
They did. I think Irwin was running a stunt on the defensive line, and that kind of threw Hawkinsville. But hey, whatever works.
You're not going to give it back.
No. First down, Hawkinsville. Up to the 36. Going to run the counter. Got a block at the corner. Up across the 41-42 yard line. Matt Simmons on the carry. Nope. That was Malik Holloman.
Holloman also on that stop. Number 34, Pedro Goolsby. Or make that Petrocelli Goolsby the second.
There you go.
That's him.
Second down and 4.
Uh-oh.
Fumble. Ball loose. And Urban County has the ball down at the 22-yard line. Mikael Collier on top of the ball. Batted away right away. Collier gave it a little push there and picked it up.
He was thinking about a headline. Coach said, just fall on it.
There it is. 77 got his hand in there and knocked that thing away. Robert Wilcox. Second down 10 now for Irwin County. At the 25-yard line.
Kyron Wright on the carry. Warren Singletary coming up on the stop. 24 along with 51, Devin Adams.
Young in the backfield behind Tolar. Basic wing set and give to the up back. Robert Moore, the fullback, on the carry. Excellent blocking up front. If you'll notice the Irwin County line, they get toe-to-toe next to each other. They don't have splits in their offensive line, and they get an incredible push. Third down and 5.
Got a timeout.
Timeout. Tolar calls timeout. Buddy Nobles also gave his team a pep talk before the game. Let's take a look at what Coach Nobles said to the Irwin County Indians.
Valuable special team. Punt team, make sure you block your man now. Punt return. Is that the defense that's on the field?
Yes, sir.
Just moving Shavika back today?
That's correct, Coach.
Shavika, if you don't feel comfortable with it, let it go, baby. But here's the thing that it said to me, and we're going to be done. My only aim is to finish the race. Let me tell you something, guys. Let's get after them. That's it. Stuff on them.
That a speech or what?
Kind of simple.
It is. It's straightforward. And, you know, you talked with him by phone. You talked about how excited he was to come here. But what he planned to do for his team to get them acclimated. He got them here extra early. Told them, look, guys, for 30 minutes, just go out on the field. Take it all in. If you want to lie down in the middle of the 50-yard line and look up at the ceiling of the Georgia Dome, get all that out your system. So when you come back out here, it's time to play ball. Your focus is on the game.
There you go. Tolar brings him up, gives to Moore, breaks a tackle. Down to the 15-yard line. Good defense, but one of the defensive guys is going to have to go off. Lost his headgear for for Hawkinsville. Warren Singletary Jr. lost his headgear after the tackle, and he's off the field for a play or two.
One of the leading tackles on the team. You know, we talked a lot about Jakyron Young, but Robert Moore so far is showing what he can do when he gets his touches.
Moore's had 4 carries for 25 yards. Tolar, he's not checking off. He's just giving instructions. Trust me. Moore down to the 14-yard line. Really knocked down hard by that Hawkinsville right on the stop. He stunted up in there.
Looking for the mark. They got the first down, too.
They did get it. Let's take a look at this hit. Oh, man, that's form tackle. It doesn't get any better than that.
That is.
Young Wright is excited, wouldn't you think?
Tyrone Wright.
Tolar gives to Young. And caught and thrown down at the 13. Those active guys up front, they are active for Hawkinsville.
Like Kashawn Wright may have been over in on that one. The Wright cousins, not the Wright brothers.
Yeah, they're not the brothers. We were told they were cousins. Right?
Cousins.
There's 3 of them on the team, and they're all cousins. So that's a good thing. 2nd down and 9 now from the 14. Tolar rolls and looking pressure. Intended for more, couldn't bring it in. Oh, very unhappy young man. Not the quarterback, the guy who was trying to catch it.
Yep. Number 51 was coming after him. Big Devin Adams, the nose guard, was one of the ones bringing some of the heat.
Zach Tolar, they've thrown the ball a little bit more than I expected them to. Toss sweep. Young, touchdown.
Yeah.
Jakyron Young, 13-yard touchdown run.
Just you're talking about getting that push and the execution from that offensive line. And he knows where to go when you get down inside the red zone. Got a feeling he's done this a few times this season.
Here's the Technical College System of Georgia touchdown replay. Got a block, went through 2 tacklers. Man, what a nice run. And yes, he runs a 4.65 40, but he's got football speed. Extra point kick is blocked.
Blocked?
I think it was.
Number 1, Philip Thompson, looked like he came in and made that play.
Yes, it was Thompson. 7 plays, 25 yards, 2:42 the time of the drive. Good snap, a little high. Little pause right there. That got it.
That's enough.
That's all you need is a little pause in there. That is not the pause that refreshes to a coach.
No, especially not in the game not any time, but especially not in a game like this.
This is important. Every point is important. And I tell you what, Jakyron Young, he is a good-looking back, isn't he?
He really is. Take another look at the touchdown. Takes that toss, and he knows exactly where to go.
Squared his shoulders up. Let's go down to Gabrielle Ware on the sideline. Gabrielle?
All right, guys. We're looking at 2 small-town teams that are really just pumped to be in the Dome. Earlier today, they were in here taking pictures. One of the coaches actually had to tell them, hey, you have 30 minutes, get it all out of your system, and then we're focusing on football. And it looks like that's what they're doing right now. It's off to a great start.
Short kick. And a nice return up to about the 37 or 38. Good field position for Hawkinsville.
Excellent field position. 14-yard return. That's 12. Dontavius Davenport on the return.
Young has 6 carries, 25 yards, and a touchdown. I love to watch David Daniel. He's such a nice man. Of course, Buddy Nobles. We have enjoyed these 2 coaches this week immensely, Sam.
We really have. Two wonderful men, 2 great leaders, and both have tremendous stories to tell, and they're leading a couple of teams that have gotten it done each and every week, and here they are playing for the championship. Hawkinsville back on offense.
Dakota Sloan. Up man, knocked down up near the 39-yard line. Excellent spin off that left side over there. And of course, good defense over there by Irwin County. Tristan Billingsley on the stop. Gain was 3. Second down and 7 now. Time flies when you're having a good time. We're less than 10 seconds in the first quarter.
Let's see if they get this play off.
Man in motion. Sloan gives to the up man. Nothing there.
Big Robert Wilcox, 77 with the stop again.
That's the end of the first quarter here at the Georgia Dome. Hawkinsville in possession. Let's take a break here. Irwin County with the early lead, 6-0 over the Hawkinsville Red Devils. It's a good one. We'll be back with the second quarter after we take a break.
At the heart of our community are the businesses that don't skip a beat. Georgia's electric membership cooperatives stand behind local commerce. Whether keeping farms running or shining a light on new ventures, we bring business, large and small, to our communities. Creating jobs, driving development, supporting dreams. Georgia's EMCs, powering our businesses, lighting the way.
This moment, getting here took 3 years of sleepless nights and postponed vacations. Your dad said play it safe. Your husband kept the faith. But franchising is why you partnered with Regions in the first place. We share your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this,
Hi, Steve.
that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Regions.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the Technical College System of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
Your corporate sponsorship of GPB lets all Georgians know of your support for quality programs that educate, inform, inspire, and entertain. Email us at sponsorship@gpb.org. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Georgia Dome. Irwin County leading Hawkinsville 6-0 at the top of the second quarter in the Single A Public State Finals game. Now, Hawkinsville has a long history dating back to 1924, decorated by 5 state titles. But how much time lapsed between their 3rd and 4th state titles? That's the question we want you to answer. Find GPB Sports on Twitter or find us on Facebook. Give us that answer, the number of years elapsed between their 3rd and 4th state titles, and I'll return in the fourth quarter with our trivia winner of the day. Back to you guys.
3rd down now and 8. Hawkinsville, 6 carries, 6 total yards first quarter. Irwin County defense is going to work.
Yeah, going to work. And throw it.
Sloan throwing, misses his receiver up near midfield. Good coverage in the secondary back there by Irwin County. So Hawkinsville going to kick it away. It'll be interesting to see what kind of push Irwin County gets here. Irwin County got a fumble recovery down around the 25-yard line. Punched it in, missed the extra point. If you've just joined us, 6-0. Good snap. And the kick is away. Down around the 28-yard line. So Hawkinsville will take over there. Stop the Drop is an initiative dedicated to preventing high school dropouts. We ask students to do their part in finding out how the problem affects their community and preparing a 30-second PSA that tells us about it. The best PSA wins a $2,500 scholarship. Stay tuned to find out tomorrow who our 2014 contest winner is and what ideas they have about how to stop the drop. Irwin County, first down Not much there. Toller handed off to Moore right up the middle, so it's going to be second down and about 9.5. Not much there. Very little breathing room up front.
Nope. When you got a guy like Royce Owens going to work there, number 90, in on the stop there, right there to greet the runner. There's a good look at it.
Watch these three guys down on the ground with a hand on the ground. Royce Owens, Devin Adams, Keyshawn Wright. The give is to Young, deep in the backfield, nothing there. And just as I said, watch these guys go to work. A little slant there, Sam.
You're right, good work.
Let's take a look at that one, Sam.
There is a watch the tackling, the guys who are in on it. Devin Adams, the guy from up front, the nose guard. Also Matthew Money, and his helmet came off. He has to go to the sideline. He's in on the stop as well.
And that's not Jakyron Young at tailback on that particular carry. 3rd and 11. Wing formation. That's Jakyron Young up across the 30, where he's knocked down there.
That's Moore.
Is that Moore? Yes,
right?
That's Moore. Yes, 20. That's Moore. And I assume they put him in the slot out there. I think they move Young around all over the place, to be honest with you. But Moore has really been the workman here.
He really has.
He probably runs the ball more than I thought he was going to run it. It's going to be kicked away from the 15. Good snap this time. And a good kick. High in the air, going to bounce and go across the 45 and out of bounds at the 42. Moore has 7 carries for 29 yards. Very little offense in this football game thus far. Both these defenses, that was a 27-yard punt, by the way. Both these defenses have really come with their lunch pails for them today, Sam.
And Tommy, we knew it would start with the guys up front for both teams. You know, the defensive linemen up front are the guys who really set the table for the rest of the defensive unit, and that's what we're seeing. You're going to run these guys who line up and saying, move us. We want to see if you can move us. And that's what both defensive units seem to be saying to start this game.
Sloan brings him up. McDonald and Hilliard. McDonald on the carry. Nice motion that time.
And who's in on the stop but number 1?
Jakyron Young, who plays defense and offense. That's one thing I like about Class A schools. You have about 13 or 14 starters who play both sides of the ball.
You really do. You guys are active, and we got a flag, got a penalty here.
I'm thinking holding. What are you thinking?
No, so on that right side sweep, the tackle was kind of high. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we got 1 flag on the play. It's face mask, personal foul on the offense. 15-yard foul.
Okay, didn't see that one.
I didn't either. Face mask on the offense, which is very unusual. Let's take a look and see if we can see it, Sam.
Replay. There's right there with Stephon, but he grabbed the mask. A couple of masks he got his hands on. Maybe on Jakyron Young, maybe he held onto his mask as he was taken to the ground.
Got Zyron Ross in there early on, and then got him another one on the way to the sideline.
I think you can touch, but as long as you're not touching, and it seems like you're grabbing it. That's his stiff arm, but it seemed like he maybe grabbed it and held onto it when he locked up the number young Jakyron Young.
1st and 20 from a little different formation. Not much there. Gain of about 3 to the left side. Somebody slow getting up. Let's take a look at this. Different formation this time.
And watch for 74, Zyron Ross. There he is.
That's Dakota Sloan on the carry. It's hard to get used to 87 at quarterback, isn't it?
It really is. It
not for him, but for us.
Yeah, for us. And I'm sure not for the Hawkinsville fans. They've seen it all season.
Sure. They got on the winning streak. He said he wasn't going to take it off. Then they lost to Marion County, and he said it's okay. 87's fine. So he didn't change. Wow.
Got a whistle.
Got a whistle. 2nd down and long.
It's like
2nd and 17.
It's like procedure.
Prior to the snap, got false start on the offense.
False start, 5-yard penalty.
And these are the things you don't want to see. If you're the coach, you know, you don't want to see these things right now. You know, you're still early in the game, you know, but you want to see your offense going in a positive direction. You were moving earlier, you had a fumble, and the other team gets a touchdown. You want to see some progress, possession, and we're going backwards now because of some penalties.
I don't care how good you are as a team, not many teams have a play in their playbook for 2nd and 22.
No, I don't think so. But let's see what they try.
Sloan going to run the quarterback draw right up the middle across the 35. Excellent movement up there. Leroy Stewart made the stop. 3rd and long.
And now you got the decision. What kind of play do you run? Do you have a play in your book for this? It's not what you normally do. You like to try to avoid these, you know, this kind of situation.
He's calling it. David Daniels got the play call. And I don't know that.
Now he wants a timeout.
Call timeout.
Yeah, number 87 want to talk it over.
I don't think Sloan was comfortable. I don't think he really heard what he said. We'll let you know when we come back. Irwin County leads Hawkinsville. 3rd down and a bundle when we come back to the Georgia Dome.
You look twice before crossing. You exercise, you choose the salad occasionally. But when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7. In sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
Irwin County 6, Hawkinsville nothing. 8:03 left before halftime. 3rd and a bundle. 3rd down and 18. Buddy Nobles and David Daniel doing what they do, coaching those kids on that sideline. These are 2 nice men.
They really are. And we heard their pregame speeches, both of them appealing to their players to do what we do. Let's go out and do what we do. What got us here, what we've done so successfully all season long. Can't change it now. You know, get to this game, that's what got you here. Go out and execute.
I do a little lip reading when I look at coaches on the sideline. And I think Coach Daniel was saying, just do what you can do. It's 3rd and 18. Come on, fellas, you know. And that's what you do. You just get them. You're playing field position here. You want to make a 1st down, but you're playing field position. You don't want to do anything to hurt yourself here. Sloan throws incomplete. Out of bounds up around the 40. I have to ask myself, I wonder if this is the same play that he was trying to call on the sideline, or after the timeout they went with something else. What do you think, Sam?
Maybe so. Maybe so. I mean, they decided to try to throw. As they had a couple of receivers up to the left side, not the usual alignment for them on offense. So it looked like they were going to do the pass. Fell incomplete. It was going to be short of enough yardage for the 1st down.
Sloan to kick. Young to return. And does. My goodness, picks it up down at the 25 and runs it back up. Kyron, he really is not ashamed to pick that thing up.
It looked a little risky, didn't it?
Yes, it did. 41-yard kick by Dakota Sloan. And Irwin County will take over at the 29-yard line. Was that Young or was that Hardy? Might have been Hardy.
That was Hardy.
Hardy.
Number 11.
Yes, okay.
That was
Hardy.
Yeah. Not afraid.
Give to Moore. Not much there.
Not much there at all. Big
very,
stop.
Very little there, Sam.
Tyrone Wright, number 28, with a nice stop.
These three guys, Owens, Adams, and Wright, we've talked about them all day long, but that front three, and you've got 5-on-3 here now. You've actually got, Mike Bobo from the University of Georgia, and Coach Bobo, his dad in the background. Wing T formation. Not much there. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Excellent defensive move by Singletary Jr. there.
Yep, stretching them out. Singletary's in there. Tyrone Wright's there. Dakota Sloan's there.
And Hogan on the carry. 3rd down, 11. On the draw. Again, the give to Hogan. Quickness up to the 35-yard line. Hogan on the carry.
Good looking play, but short of the first down. Patience, waits for it. There you see the opening.
And Owens makes the stop. Owens and Singletary make the stop. 4th down and about 4 now. Halfway through the second quarter. Irwin County leads 6-0. Jakyron Young on a touchdown run early after a Hawkinsville turnover.
Snap.
Oh my. Pick it up and kick it, blocked. Hawkinsville recovers. And Hawkinsville is now in business.
Inside the 5. Keshawn Wright comes up with that ball.
Keshawn Wright recovers the fumble. Let's see who
got a hand on it.
Who blocked it? Let's see. Wow. That was a high snap. Here's Hawkinsville. I think everybody in the dome said, ooh, on that one. Wow. That was something. Take a look at it. DJ Pollard. Boom.
Yeah. 32. Not the biggest guy out there. Boy, he brings it.
Holloman on the carry. Wow.
Stop there. Dominic Ross, and Pollard comes in to finish it up.
OT formation, 2 tights. Give to the fullback. Slipping and sliding his way across the left tackle. When's the last time you saw a T formation in a game?
I haven't seen that though. Wow.
Warren Singletary on the carry.
On the carry on that one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
3rd down and 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. Hawkinsville needs to come away with something here. Both teams have had really a lot of trouble moving the ball.
They have.
T formation yet again. 2 tights. Toss sweep to the fullback. Singletary goes down.
It's that man again. Number 32. DJ Pollard.
Mr. Pollard. You've got some stats on him. He's been very active on defense.
He's got 95.5 tackles this season he has. He's not the biggest guy out there, but look at what he does.
He is quick.
And he can get into the backfield some. He has 7 tackles for loss this season. Number 32.
4th and goal from the 3. You go for it all here. T formation yet again.
Got a whistle. Got a timeout.
Timeout. I think Irwin County called the timeout. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Wow. This is nose to nose and belly button to belly button down there.
That's what we saw, though. When we came on the air, we talked about these 2 teams and the way they're going to line up. You're going to line up in, mano a mano and see how things go. And that's what it's going to be with the offenses that they run.
Here's how they did in the playoffs. Let's see. You got Marion County lost to Marion County, 40-7. Charlton County, ECI, that's Hawkinsville now. Dublin, my goodness. 2003 and 4 champions. And Irwin County lost in 2013 to Charlton County, who played here last year, 34-33 in the first round each time, and eliminated in 04, 07, 09, and 012. So here they are. They've finally made it.
They've made it to the big game.
And that tells you when you've got that many appearances in the playoffs, good football programs in those communities. 4th and goal from the 3. Singletary.
Get in.
Did he get in? Yes. Touchdown. Good blocking on that left side. 3-yard touchdown run by Singletary from Hawkinsville. Wow. They called almost the same identical play 3 straight times.
Yep. He knocked it in. 24 gets over for the touchdown.
And we've got a new game. Extra point kick coming up. Kick is no good.
No good.
I think somebody got a hand on it. Pretty sure somebody got a hand on that one and knocked it off to the right. So we got a new ball game. It's 6-6. Let's take a look at the kick here. Let's take a look at the bad snap over the punter's head. Wow. All the way back to the 8. Then the block. Here's the touchdown from Singletary. Just forced his way in. Another look from the ground level. Excellent blocking up front. And now the extra point. Let's take a look at that. See if somebody got a hand up. Yes, got a hand up.
Got a hand up, and who was it? Number 1, Jakaron Young.
Oh, my. We got us a good one here.
We do. We figured it would be, and what a way to start off championship week. At a game like this one, to get things started. 2 big days of high school football here at the Georgia Dome. This is it. It started in those hot, sweltering days, June, late July, early August. You work hard to get here. And every team in the state, even the coaches who may not have the talent, still says, well, maybe, just maybe, and if this happens, maybe we possibly can get here. No coach, if you're a coach and says we got no chance, you're in the wrong line of work. So
Tyler Brown kicks it off, picked up at the 20. Got a block. Hello.
That's him.
Retiring. Here we go. All the way down to the 33-yard line. 4.65, huh? That was a little more than a 4.65.
That's that football speed.
That's football speed, isn't it? 47-yard kickoff return. So much for playing field position. Look at this block at the point here. Right. Well, he fell down. I thought it was a block from there.
You give him some space. He knows what to do.
He is deadly in open space, isn't he?
He is.
Wing T formation. Breaks the tackle.
That's Benyard.
That's a new number in there running the ball.
Number 18, Cartavian Benyard. Remember, there's 2 Benyards. Remember the coach said it's Big Benyard and
Big Benyard and Little Benyard. Right. Okay. That was that Little Benyard?
There's a Big Benyard.
That's Big Benyard. Okay, Big Benyard.
And then 27
is Little Benyard.
Yeah. Cariante.
Right. 2nd down and 8 now. 7 with 2:54 left in the half. Going to try to run the counter. I tell you what, when you start pulling people on this on this defensive line, you're going to get yourself in a world of trouble. It's a wonder they didn't fumble that one right there.
Yeah, we got turned around, and that one got off to a bad start. Take another look.
Wright kind of blew that one up right away. Tell you what, Adams and Wright. Hello.
Yeah.
Wright blew that one up right away. and Adams.
And that was Little Binion, 27.
It was. Out in open space. Lefty tosses it over there. Excellent throw that time by our young quarterback, Zach Tolar.
Yep. Bernard Pitts on the catch. He has 7 receptions. He's the leading receiver for the team this season.
4th down and 3 now, down at the 26-yard line. Let's see what Zach's got called. He will not check it off at the line of scrimmage, and we'll talk about that in the second half, right?
That's not happening.
That's not going to happen, not with Buddy Nobles. Key possession down. Let's call timeout.
They got a nice drive going right here.
Very nice. It helps with a 47-yard kick return. Sure does. 2:09 left in the half, tied at 6-6. You want to let's talk a little bit about that if we have time here about the why Zach does not check off at the line of scrimmage.
Because we were talking, we were asking, you know, coach who calls the plays, you know, if he calls his offense. Yeah, I call my offense. You know, he's going to make the call in the play. He says, well, what if your quarterback goes up to the line and wants to check off? And he told us that's not going to happen.
He said that's not going to happen. He has a girlfriend and he's taking advanced classes. He's got enough to think about. He said if this ship goes down, I'll be steering it. Buddy Nobles could do a stand-up act, couldn't he?
Really could. He really could.
He is a humorous man.
Yeah. Very entertaining.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. We've had a good time with he and David Daniel this week. They have been a joy to just talk to. They really are funny people. David's a little more dry-witted, but all right. Zach tosses incomplete on 4th down near the 13-yard line, so the ball's going to go over. Hawkinsville is going to get another shot at it here.
Trying to connect with Ty Hogan, kind of threw it behind him. He couldn't bring it in.
Good call, though.
Good call, great idea. Just couldn't get to execute.
A lot of teams don't utilize the whole field, but obviously when you use the whole field, it's there for a purpose.
It's there. 2:05 to go until halftime.
Hawkinsville ball back at the 26. The first half, generally, for the first game of the day, they got to get comfortable. Good, solid hit up at the 31-yard line, headgear to headgear. Holloman on the carry. I do not know who made that stop. There was a series of 2 or 3 in the location there.
I know Jakaran Young was there. Number 1, he was there as one of those contributing
I think
on defense.
All right,
34, Pedro Goolsby.
Pedro, what's his real name?
Petrocelli Goolsby II.
There you go.
Properly introduced that young man.
There you go. 2nd down and 4. Got a block at the corner up to the 39-yard line. Goes Hilliard right. Up to the 38.
Number 52, Nathan Tucker, just grabbed him and hung on until he could get him down to the ground on that play. Linebacker for Irwin County.
Hawkinsville kind of lines up in a spread formation, but they're not in a big hurry.
No, we just got a minute to go here before halftime.
This is the pistol formation. Up to the 41, 42-yard line. Very little there. Holloman on the carry.
77, Robert Wilcox been very active in the first half, and he's in on yet another stop, number 77.
The 3 down linemen on the Hawkinsville defense and the 4 down linemen on the Irwin County defense have controlled this first half.
They truly have. They truly have. They're very active, and just as their coaches told us they would be. That's one of the things that got them to this game is their play, and they really set the table, you know, for the rest of the defensive unit. They've been at it.
Sloan on a quick trap, right up the middle. Gives it off to Thompson up at the 45-yard line and goes down, and that may well be the last play of the first half.
Jarrett Johns in on the stop, 48 there. Defensive end, and that's we're at halftime.
We knew it was going to be this kind of game, but we didn't think it was going to go quite this quickly, did we? 2 miscues made the difference in this game. Kicking game as well. Those are the things when you get down to a championship game or anytime you get into the postseason. It can be your friend or be your enemy. That's it. And it's been one for each team today. Yep. It's been even-handed so far. Don't know if that's going to continue in the second half. I would like to hear the conversation at halftime from both dressing rooms, wouldn't you? I really would. That would be fun. That would be fun. Gabrielle Ware with Coach Buddy Nobles from Irwin County.
Thanks, guys. Yes, we saw some fumble recoveries, just some good old-fashioned football. How are you feeling about overcoming the tie and coming out on top for next quarter?
Well, I feel like our kids are playing hard on defense. We're going to have to make a couple adjustments to do some things on offense. Boy, you just got to give your hats off to Hawkinsville, how good they are on defense. But our kids are resilient. They played well in the second half. We're going to go talk to them, see what we can do.
All right, tell me what's working for you so far.
1 on the touchdown. That's about it. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
All right, Buddy Noble, he's got his game face on, 6-6 at the half, and he's going to go in there and tell his kids, hey, we got to do this, this, and this if you want to be state champs.
We'll see what happens.
All right, well, coming up on our GPB halftime show, we are at the half of the Public School Championship, and coming up, we got John Nelson. He'll take us to Region 2 Single A in Johns, Georgia. We'll also hear from both marching bands.
Plus, Grace Olson will check in with some proud parents, and we'll check in online to see what people are saying about this game. Give us your hashtag analysis. That's all coming up on GPB Halftime Show. Don't go anywhere.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
You can't think about service in Georgia without thinking about our brave men and women in uniform. I'm here today with the Georgia National Guard, and we're very proud of them and their families and how they represent our state. At Georgia Farm Bureau, we're proud about the service we deliver to you and your family and to Georgia agriculture. We invite you to come to your local Farm Bureau office and join our family.
Take advantage of Farm Bureau's many services, from multi-line insurance to money-saving discounts. Visit us online at gfb.org.
During this performance, one student will drop out of high school. Be there for your big finish.
Georgia cotton farmers want you to know cotton is grown in 91 Georgia counties on over 1 million acres. Cotton makes a $2.5 billion economic impact and accounts for over 15,000 jobs in Georgia. Cotton's innovative production has lowered water use per pound of cotton by 75% since 1980. One bale of cotton can make 215 pairs of denim jeans or 700 towels. Cotton is a natural choice for Georgia.
Some questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
We are live at the Georgia Dome, live at the Tommy Guillebeau GHSA Championship games. We're at halftime of the first of 7 big games. And right now, Hawkinsville and Irwin County all tied up 6-6. They both scored a touchdown. They both missed the extra point. So we're knotted up with 24 minutes left to go in regulation in this one.
You know, one thing that we love here at GPB, Mark, is for our fans to stay connected. And a great way for them to do that is to get online, tell us your analysis, and also download the GPB app. And one person that knows a lot about that app is Miss Grace Olson.
Thank you, Raven. We have a close game going here. We also have people talking about how close these schools are in terms of where they're located. We have Kyle Tucker tweeting saying Hawkinsville and Irwin County are only separated by about 50 miles. Can we call this the Battle of Highway 129? Hashtag Go Red Devils. So he's obviously rooting for Hawkinsville. Then we told you earlier, we like to see couch skating. We like you to show us how and where you're watching. And so we have somebody tweeting a photo of their breakfast and their laptop with the game playing on it and saying this isn't technically couch skating, but I guess it's close enough. And then we have one more couch skating photo. Tracy says, got the best seats in the house, front row with GPB Sports. So keep the photos coming our way. Let us know where you're watching and how you're watching. Mark and Raven.
Hey, in terms of Facebook, we're at 14,000 and some. We want to hit how many today?
We're at 15,400 likes or something.
15,000.
Yeah, the numbers shot up. So, yeah, we want you to keep joining us because that's where all year long we'll have high school sports content for you to follow. Let's send it back over to you, John. Who's next?
Where's
John?
That sounds absolutely great. Time now to check in with John Nelson. He was always in the principal's office as a student. He is in the principal's office as an adult. He's there with the Hawkinsville principal, Mr. Russell Lawley. Take it away, John.
Thank you very much. It is time to be in the principal's office with first name Mr., last name Lawley. What's the week been like getting ready for the Big Top?
It's been a great week for our kids. They've been really fired up this week. Just glad to be here and have this opportunity to come up here and give our kids this experience.
All right, it is time to play Are You Smarter? If you would, please give me the question which I have not seen, therefore I don't know the answer. Go ahead and rip the edge of the envelope like they did in the old Tonight Show days. Real quick, there we go. Let's see if we can get it out. There we go. Question. Here's got the question. What do you know would be stuck in here? I can't blow the envelope. There we go. All right, question number 1. Here We Come a Wassailing is a popular Christmas carol. What does the term wassailing mean? Is it A, fighting, B, moonwalking, C, drinking, or D, wrestling? Which do you think it is?
I'm going to go with A.
Fighting. Oops. Is it C, drinking? Which one is it? Here we come. We'll go with C, I guess. It's drinking, C. Drinking, C. That is correct. Here we come. There we go. A sailing, a popular Christmas carol. Thanks for making the trip up here. Good to see you, and thanks for being a good sport.
Thank you. We sure enjoyed it.
Let's send it back over to the set.
Hey, surprisingly enough, I actually knew the answer to that. I bet you're shocked, aren't you, Mark?
I'm not shocked.
Well, one of my favorite things about the halftime show is the band, the marching band, the pageantry of the marching band. So let's send it over to the Hawkinsville band and hear the sights and sounds of them.
Great job by the Hawkinsville Marching Band, the Marching Machine, brought to you by Regions Bank. We're still more to come here at the GPB halftime shows here on Championship Weekend. We'll hear from the Irwin County Band.
We'll also play another round of Are You Smarter Than Your Students? Plus, John Nelson joins us for John's Georgia and a look at the toughest region in Class Single A. And we'll meet the proud parents of one of the players. It's all ahead as GPB's coverage of the GHSA Championship continues right after this on Georgia Public Broadcasting.
What is by moonlight an empty field is by the magic of electricity sacred ground. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives proudly support our student athletes. We are there, illuminating the glory moments fans just have to see. Capturing the hustle, elevating champions, sharing the win. Georgia's EMCs, empowering our youth, lighting the way.
Today, companies in the aerospace, advanced manufacturing, and film industries need skilled workers, and the earning potential is high. Go Build Georgia can show you where the jobs are and what skills you need to get them. And the Technical College System of Georgia has fast, affordable training for these great-paying careers. Build your blueprint for success at GoBuildGeorgia.com and look to the Technical College System of Georgia to put your plan into action.
Right now I'm about 100 feet high, traveling at about 50 miles an hour, just thinking about where I should go next. If you have any ideas, visit us on our Georgia Traveler Facebook page. Gotta go!
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
It's been said that championships aren't won by individuals. They're won with team and teamwork. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, president of Georgia Farm Bureau, and we're proud of our partnership with Georgia High School Association Athletics. In all of our county farm bureaus across the state, we have a championship team ready to deliver services to you and your family and all of Georgia farmers across this state. We invite you to come to your local county farm bureau and be part of our team. Go team!
Visit us online at gfb.org.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Welcome back to the 2014 GHSA Football Championships halftime show live on GPB. We are live in the Georgia Dome. We are live at halftime of the very first game of championship weekend, the single A public school game between Hawkinsville and Irwin County. Right now, this game all tied up. Both teams scored a touchdown. Both teams missed an extra point, so it is 6-6 at the half.
Ooh, it's an exciting game. Kansas City comes out on top. Now let's check in with John Nelson and the Irwin County principal.
Thank you very much, Raven. Time to catch up with what's going on in Irwin County. So, what is going on at Irwin County these days?
There's a lot of great things going on at Irwin County. Our vocational departments are doing a great job. We have a lot of kids that compete nationally and during the summer for our from FFA to FBLA, FCCLA, TSA. All of those kids do a great job, as well as our teachers. And we're very proud of the fact that we produce our own grits. We got the best grits in Georgia.
Wow, I'm going to have to take him up on that. It is time to play Are You Smarter, if you would. Please, Nicole, I'm going to let you go ahead and tear the envelope on that edge. There we go. Go ahead, open it up, and let's get to the question. Question number 2. Nicole, if you would, please hang on to that. Here we go. Question is, what holiday is celebrated the day after Christmas? Is it A, Boxing Day, B, Kickboxing Day, C, Karate Day, or D, World Peace Day?
I'm going to go with D, World Peace Day.
It is Boxing Day, I believe. And a lot of folks like to do extra shopping, but it is Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out and being a good sport.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Let's send it back over to the set.
I'm not sure that has anything to do with boxing as into regifting or whatnot.
True, and I like where you went there, Mark. I got that. Yeah, it is kind of true, I guess. So let's take a look at where we are so far. The first battle is underway, and it's all tied up. And you said there were some missed field goals, a lot going out on the field for Hawkinsville and Irwin County. And then later on today, we have 3A Washington County and Calhoun taking on each other at 4:30 p.m. And then in 5A, Mays versus Northside Warner Robins at 8 p.m.
And, of course, tomorrow we've got 4 big games. We start bright and early at 10 o'clock with the single A private school game, and that will be Eagles Landing Christian Academy taking on Mount Perrin. Those two teams met earlier in the year. Mount Perrin won it earlier in the year, but it's the one that wins tomorrow that's going to count. 2A game, Benedictine and Greater Atlanta Christian. Greater Atlanta Christian is undefeated so far. Buford goes for its 11th championship in school history. They take on St. Pius. And then in the 6A game, the nightcap about 8 o'clock at night, it's going to be the Archer Tigers taking on the Packers of Colquitt County. So now it's time to check in with the Irwin County Band presented by Regions Bank. Great job by the Irwin County High School Marching Band presented by Regions Bank. We now welcome in the author of 4 books, 2 on high school football in the great state of Georgia, John Nelson, a segment we call John's Georgia, brought to you by
Georgia EMC.
All right, and over the course of the season, you visited the toughest region in single A.
Shockingly enough, You've got Irwin County as part of it. Irwin County, they're here tonight. Buddy Nobles in his first year at Irwin County did a great job, but he had to go through a very tough region to get to Game 15.
Let's start with the team that got the closest. Rich McWhorter's Charlton County Indians made it to the final last year in Single A Public before a loss to Marion County. They have 4 titles and are chasing a 5th. A lot of folks think Clinch County, the 5-time champ, will be chasing them and be chased themselves this year, a statement head coach Jim Dickerson doesn't dispute.
You know, we like to say it's like the SEC of Class A football because every Friday night anybody's capable of beating you. Lanier's a up-and-coming program, and you know, from top to bottom, Wilcox, you know the tradition of athletes that Wilcox has had, and anybody in this region can beat anybody.
The 2009 champ Wilcox County's always there. Homegrown player and head coach Mark Ledford knows every week is tough and makes all 8 region teams ready for the 16-team postseason.
We don't have as much tradition as those guys have, but you know, we've made a good run here in the past few years, and the Turner counties and the Tell Fairs and all those guys will just keep getting better and better. So yeah, it's a strong region, and I think, you know, anyone that would like to come out and see a football game on Friday night, any of our teams in the region, there's a good chance you're going to see a good football game and good football teams.
And then there's the new guy. Former Fitzgerald coach Buddy Nobles has moved 8 miles down the road to Osceola and Irwin County, one of 2 other teams to have a title that currently play in the region. He's seen it from the other sideline and knows what he's getting into.
To me, it's all relative. Everybody talks about Region 1-6A, but, you know, we just don't have 140 kids. We've got 60 kids. Charlton County has 60 kids. You know, Wilcox will have 60 or 55, whatever. All the schools will be the same. There just won't be 5,000 people at the game. There may be 2,000 people at the game. So it's all relative. It's just high school football. It's still the same field as they play on at the bigger level.
So you saw Buddy Nobles there talking about 2,500 people. The entire town of Osceola was here before 11 o'clock before the gates opened. They were ready for today.
And, you know, 1A, 6A, the passion is still there.
And it's awesome to see every week.
All right, Raven.
Now let's check in with Grace Olson for another edition of Rent Check.
That's right, Raven. We like to check in with the parents because we know they're a huge part of everything that makes football happen in a high schooler's life, and see how well they know their son. Right now I've got Russ and Dee Dee Dorman, the parents of Rusty Dorman of Irwin County. We're going to do some trivia, but before we get to that, let's show you guys a couple photos of Rusty when he was a little boy. You told me some of the first words he spoke were related to football.
Yeah, he would. One of his first little things was to get down and say touchdown, you know, or get down and do hut.
So his whole life has been all about football. Now we only have time for one question, so let's make this a good one. I want to know what his favorite football tradition is. Dad?
Football tradition?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's probably one that just started in the last year or 2, where the football kids, every Thursday night they go and eat Chinese with the coaches and the players, and they really look forward to that.
That's exactly right. He told me that's something he'll never forget. Great job. We're going to bring in some Football Fridays in Georgia t-shirts for you guys to wear. Thank you so much for joining us. Great job getting your question right so quickly. And let's send it back to Raven.
Now time for our career play of the game, brought to you by the Technical System of Georgia. The healthcare field is a broad full of rewarding careers. Medical and clinical lab tech jobs are growing at a rate over 2% annually. Jobs in biotechnology labs are growing at about the same rate as Georgia continues to compete in high-paying science and technology fields. Other areas of healthcare, like pharmacy technology, have provided stable jobs for many years. Even working as a veterinarian tech can be a rewarding way to make a living. That's why healthcare is back in the spotlight as our career play of the game. This message is brought to you by the Technical College System of Georgia. Visit tcsg.edu for information on starting your new career.
All right, you ready for the second half?
I am. I'm excited to see who's going to come out on top. Should be a good one.
Yep, Tommy and Sam will have that call coming up a little bit later. We're back after this timeout. Thanks for watching the GPB Halftime Show on Championship Weekend, live from the Georgia Dome.
Look twice before crossing. You exercise, you choose the salad occasionally, but when it comes to staying well, physically, financially, emotionally, going it alone is hard. So Cigna has your back and your knees 24/7, in sickness and in health, answering your questions, giving you some coaching, helping you get well and stay well. That's having a partner who's with you all the way. Cigna.
The new College Football Hall of Fame and Chick-fil-A Fan Experience puts fans closer to the game experience. Featuring over 30,000 square feet of college football interactive exhibits. Tickets available at cfbhall.com.
Each year, more than 5 million pilgrims travel here to the Catholic Shrine of Lourdes in southwest France.
But what are they searching for?
You gotta have faith, and that's really what this place teaches you.
Join us for Sacred Journeys with Bruce Feiler.
Tuesday at 8 on GPB.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
Developing leaders for Georgia agriculture is very important to us at Georgia Farm Bureau. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, president of Georgia Farm Bureau. Just like high school athletics, it develops leaders for our community and our state. We at Georgia Farm Bureau think it's just as important to develop the future leaders of Georgia agriculture. Our national security depends on it.
Take advantage of Farm Bureau's many services, from multi-line insurance to money-saving discounts. Visit us online at gfb.org.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Sam, it's been about what we talked about all week long. Defensive struggle, both teams really loaded with talent up front, especially on defense. The 4 down linemen on one side of the ball for Irwin County and the 3 down linemen for Hawkinsville. Those guys brought their lunch pails today. Those 7 kids have really been the stars of the first half, but we do have some highlights.
Yes, and some turnovers, some miscues are some things that really resulted in points going on the board.
Let's take a look at it.
All right. There's the first play, the handoff. The ball comes out as Robert Wilcox gets a hand on it, and Irwin County's in business.
And this is where they brought it down the field. Robert Moore. But look at the defense that was being played by Hawkinsville. Those 3 guys up front. And then the toss sweep to Kyron Young. Breaking tackles. I like the way this guy squares his shoulders up.
Yep, absolutely. Here's another miscue, the high snap.
The block punt.
And now Hawkinsville's in business.
And they get in the T formation. This is the 4th straight time to the left side. What a great effort.
Warren Singletary Jr. for the touchdown there.
Let's take a look at the first half stats. The rushing, look at there, 35 yards, Hawkinsville, Irwin County 6, passing yardage 7 and 12, total yards 78, 42. We told you this was going to be a defensive struggle, and it has been just that, Sam.
One thing we noticed early, Hawkinsville did have those penalties that set back one of their possessions, but look like once they get into the red zone, they know how to finish it.
Let's go down to the 3rd member of our team, Gabrielle Ware. Gabrielle?
Thanks, guys. All right, so Hawkinsville is known for having really strong defense. Is that going to be the key to overcoming the tie and coming out on top?
Yeah, we got to continue to play solid defense. The defense has been good except for a couple of plays. Offense put them in a bad situation a couple of times. We got to be able to move the football, though. We're not moving the football right now. We're not staying with our blocks. We got to do that.
Thanks, guys.
It is a defensive struggle. This is exactly what we expected, Sam. This is what we've gotten. We have been expecting this, though we did think we'd get a little more offensive movement on both sides of the ball from Hawkinsville and Irwin County.
I'll tell you what I have seen was surprised to see a few more pass attempts than I thought we would see in the first half of this game. And one in particular could have been a big gainer early in the game, except Matt Simmons was surprised to see it. I don't know if he was looking up in the ceiling of the Georgia Dome, got to him or what, that ball went right through his arms. But let's see what happens coming out here to start the second half. I think the coaches probably are able to stick with their script of what they would hope to do coming into the second half, because the game is even at 6-6. But you don't want it to come down now to that missed extra point, the high snap.
I can't remember the last time I saw a game where both teams were less than 100 yards total offense on both sides. I mean, either team. Usually you got one that's got this and the other that doesn't. But both of these are way under the 100-yard mark. And you can't do much offensively with less than 100 yards, not half.
But just like you said, when we came back from the break, the guys up front on the defensive front for both teams, they're having a big impact on this game, and that's going to continue in the second half.
Go Bill, Georgia kickoff upcoming now. Hawkinsville will kick it off yet again here as we take a look at Tyler Brown, who's going to kick it off. These kickers love these fluorescent shoes, don't they?
Aren't they something?
I'm telling you.
It almost becomes something that they almost have to have them.
It's almost like you're not a kicker if you don't wear the fluorescent shoes, you know. All right, here comes the kick. Driving kick, bounce, and is touched. Now going back to the 3 and picked up. Danger. Safety. Not what you want to see to start a half, but that's a break. That's what happens when you have those kind of situations.
Cartavian Binyard, number 18 there, had to go back for the ball. He allowed himself to get over the goal line.
He touches it first. It hit his hands, and he goes back to get it. And then there's nowhere to run.
Thompson's there.
Wow. Hit his hand. If he doesn't touch it, it goes into the end zone.
Keyshawn Wright, number 52, is there. He's in on that stop as well. Number 50, Matthew Money. Great pursuit. Kicker says, hey, yeah, my guys.
That will get it going for you right there. Those are the kind of things that really, really will turn a ball game around. Binyard on the run into the end zone. I think he was, well, if he ran into the end zone, no, never mind.
No,
forget that I thought about it.
Don't.
But he could come back out, I would assume.
Right. I mean, he was because he didn't feel the ball there. You know, he felt the ball. He was in the field of play. He runs back into the end zone. Now he's trying to get enough space to come back out. They didn't let it back out.
There you go. So, Irwin County now will kick it off from the 20, and Hawkinsville will have great field position and a 2-point lead.
To start the second half.
Strange things happen in football games, don't they?
Not what either coach planned for coming out of the locker room.
I tell you what is probably funny is when they walked over to the place kicker here for Irwin County and Austin Pettis and said, we need you to kick. He said, I thought they were kicking to us. You know, that happened in a hurry, didn't it?
You're wrong.
The game changed in a hurry. Pettis' kick, good kick, going to be taken at the 38-yard line.
Nice return.
Excellent. Up to midfield.
Number 12, Dontavius Davenport, the return man. Number 12 with a 12-yard run back.
Good work there. First down, 10 yards to go from midfield. 8-6, Hawkinsville lead. That's good field position in this particular football game. Irwin County now in a 3-man front and gonna have it knocked down after a gain of about 5. Good blocking up front by Hawkinsville.
Number 9, that's Reginald McDonald, and he's another guy. You let him touch it a few times. He's run for over 600 yards and 7 touchdowns this season.
6'2", 210, and a senior. Big kid.
Hard to bring down.
Backing his way in there.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of that today.
Nope, but the big
the
guys.
Good backs do it. The big ones can do it,
They know how to do it.
Second down and 5. Quick handoff to the up back. Very close to the first down. And there you have your guy, Reginald McDonald again. Look at the offensive push by Hawkinsville.
Look at this, driving. Great push, great drive, just shy of the first down. 3rd and 1.
Double wing. Wide receiver left. Very close to a first down.
Did the ball come out?
Irwin
The ball came out.
Irwin County signaling fumble recovery. Robert Wilcox got on top of that one. There it is. It did come out. Watch Wilcox. No, it's not Wilcox.
And 12, Ty Hogan.
Ty Hogan on top of that one. First down 10. Wow, you talking about a break going for Irwin County. That's a good one there.
Considering the way the second half started for them.
Irwin County running a little speed sweep to the left side. Tolar.
Giving it to number 20, Robert Moore. We've been impressed with him. Of course, everything we talked about was to Kyron Young. Robert Moore has made the most of his touches in this game.
He has literally had yeoman duty. Moore has been the workhorse. Of course, Young got the touchdown, but Moore has been getting the carries here. Up at the 45. There's Young. Going to cut back and not much there. Young out there leading him on the outside series.
52, Kashawn Wright in on the stop.
These are down linemen.
Big play guy. 56 tackles during this season. 40 solo stops for number 52, Kashawn Wright.
Hawkinsville defense, out of those 11, 9 are seniors, and they played together as a unit since the 10th grade. Wow. The hand and the give ahead. Moore really knocked it down
Take
hard.
another look. He had a collision with Matthew Money right from the start. He hits him right here, bounces right off, and there he goes.
The Irwin County backs, and this is not to say anything negative toward Hawkinsville's defense, but the Irwin County backs do a great job of squaring shoulders. They don't come sliding in there sideways. They square it up. Quarterback option. Left side goes Tolar. Let's take a look at that. I don't think he called that one himself. I think that was called from the bench. I'll never forget that. It's going to be second down and 9, a gain of 1.
He's not called on to run a lot, but he can, and he did on that particular play. Of course, when you got running backs like Young and you got Moore behind you, you know, hey.
No need for him to carry.
No.
Wing T set. Right up the middle goes Moore, down inside the 40 to the 41-yard line. I believe the quarterback, Dakota from Hawkinsville, Dakota Sloan, was one of the ones up there with a tackle.
He gets in on it. He's a linebacker.
He is a backer, isn't he?
He is a big guy. You remember one thing the coach said. He was originally fullback.
He was a fullback before they moved him to
quarterback.
Right. Double wing. Quarterback draw. Nothing doing there.
Devin Adams. He's been doing it all game long. He wasn't fooled at all.
These guys are relentless up front. You've got 5 on 3. Watch what happens right here.
He wasn't fooled, stayed home, made the stop.
They got an excellent push. Excellent push. 4th down and 9 now. Irwin County moved it a little, and then nothing. Hawkinsville bows up.
Another high snap.
Oh, no. Yet another high snap. Nowhere to go. Up to the 22 or the 23-yard line.
Cal George giving chase and making the stop.
Nathan Tucker had nowhere to go after the ball went over his head. Minus 20 yards on that one.
Snap goes sailing over his head, and there goes number 8, Cal George, making the stop.
Well, he's not taught to run the ball. Goes back and picks it up and actually does the best he can with what he's got to work with there. First down, Hawkinsville. Knocked down hard inside the 25-yard line. Holloman on the carry.
Saw 35, Jacovian Bivens among those in on the stop for Irwin County on that play.
Second down and 8. Both of these teams have had their shares of mistakes in this game, but their defense has saved their bacon many times. Let's see what can happen here. Sloan rolling, looking, gonna tuck it and run and be knocked out of bounds. Sloan knocked out of bounds.
Dominic Ross over there, 67 on the stop. He's another one that's been very active up front for Irwin County.
This is a big guy too. There you go.
They're big and they're active.
Hey, I'm telling you, these guys are big and they can run. Third down, Hawkinsville. Going to run the counter up the middle, up to the 18-yard line. Very little there.
Had a little trouble with the exchange there, Tommy. You can take another look at it.
McDonald on the carry. Big number 77 on the tackle. Robert Wilcox for Irwin County. And a group of friends greeted him.
Yes, they were all there.
At the 17-yard line. Fourth down.
Got a whistle. We got a timeout.
You know, I think right now both teams are thinking we don't need to punt. We don't need to place kick anything. Wouldn't you say?
4th and 4. And they're just going to go and see if they can get these 4 yards and continue.
There you go. No field goal attempt here, which is probably within range. Sloan throwing out of bounds down at the 1. Nice pass right on the reception down at the 2-yard line. Stepped out at the 1. Sloan throwing. Stepped out of bounds right there. Good coverage by Irwin down there. Just didn't get his hand on it.
Tyrone Wright, that was Javika Hardy. That was right there. But Tyrone Wright beats him. And now we're 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1. Give to the fullback, touchdown.
Lauren Singletary.
Yeah, Singletary.
1-yard run, 2nd touchdown today.
He's the one they gave it to 3 straight times. Down on the other end. Technical College System of Georgia touchdown replay. Singletary, the fullback in the T formation. And bounces his way in. Extra point attempt coming up now by Hawkinsville. Let's see. Good hold. I heard a hand hit the ball, but it went through. It went through. Yeah. Tyler Brown with the extra point. It's Hawkinsville 15, Irwin County 6. 5:20 left in the 3rd quarter. More action when we return to the Georgia Dome.
This moment, getting here took 3 years of sleepless nights and postponed vacations. Your dad said play it safe. Your husband kept the faith. But franchising is why you partnered with Regions in the first place. We share your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this,
Hi, Steve.
that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Regions.
Mistakes in the kicking game have really been problems for Irwin County. Let's take a look at them.
They have been in this game, and here you see the snap, and it's blocked. High snap in this game, and the first time we saw that. And then this miscue that results in a safety. Cartavian Benyard runs in, crosses the goal line, and then another bad snap.
And a 4th and 4 conversion. You got a whole new ball game now at 15-6. And I'm sure the man on the sidelines we're looking at right now, Buddy Nobles, is not happy about this at all.
Not happy at all. He wants to see his team get some things turned around and regroup and get something positive going, sustain a drive if possible the next time they get their hands on the ball.
15 unanswered points for Hawkinsville. It was a 5-play, 23-yard drive. And those are tough to defense against, Sam.
You get a look there, number 24, Hawkinsville. There you see Matthew Money also there getting ready to work on the special teams. They've come in and had some things go their way and have some breaks, and they've managed to, you capitalize it. You wonder about breaks when you get to a game at this stage of the season.
The thing that's amazing to me is that for all practical purposes, the extra point was blocked.
Yep.
But Tyler had enough to get it through there.
Jakaron Brown came through and got a hand on it, but not enough to deflect it.
And Tyler Brown got it through some way, and it's 15-6. So you got a 2-possession game for Irwin County they've got to make up here. .520 remaining in that third quarter. Tyler Brown going to kick. Let's see if he pooch kicks here. Kyron Young takes it. Got a block. And another. And knocked down up at the 45-yard line. Kyron Young, he has excellent speed. 30-yard return on that particular kick.
And it seemed like the kicker tried to kick it to 18, Cartavian Benyard, who had the problems before. And Jakaron Young comes over and says, okay, I'm going to take it. And here he comes up the field, and he has him in good position to get started here. 1st and 10.
I don't think he would have touched it. Jakaron probably said, I'll take it. Here we go. Wing formation. Moore to the left side. Got a block and a fumble. Who's got it? Hawkinsville's recovered, I believe. They're pointing that way. Let's see. Dakota Sloan is pointing that way. There. Yeah, they do. And the big guy up front, Kashun Wright, is on top of the ball.
And Buddy Noble's facial expression kind of tells it all. This is more. This is a guy who's been doing so well for you, but the ball gets hit and it comes out, comes loose.
And he missed it when he tried to fall on it.
That was Royce Owens, number 90, one of the big guys who've been so active. He gets that paw in there, knocks it out.
And then lost the scramble for the ball.
There he is. Yep.
Yep.
Making it happen.
Making it happen. The handoff to McDonald right up the middle. Gain is 4. Up to the 47-yard line.
The thing about this offense for Hawkinsville, they have a number of backs who've got a good number of yards throughout the season. No really one particular guy, and right now they're just going more with number 9, McDonald.
They do spread it around, and they're going with the big guy who's about 6'2", 210, and no ball carrier on Hawkinsville has more than 16 yards total. Holloman has 16 yards, which is unheard of.
Holloman's been carrying it some. Wright carries it some.
Singletary
carries it some. And the second half, we've been seeing an awful lot of number 9, Reginald McDonald.
Man in motion. Toss sweep. Singletary close to a first down. Flag flies in there. I think we may have some holding or either.
And Irwin County says the ball came out.
Irwin County has recovered the ball.
And that was number 9. McDonald on the carry.
McDonald fumbles. Irwin County recovers. Wow.
Take another look.
McDonald. That's a helmet hit right there. Excellent.
There's the ball.
Collier caused the fumble. And I believe Collier got the ball. Yes.
That's 32.
Yeah, that's Pollard.
32.
That's
DJ Pollard.
DJ Pollard.
They got to be seen so active on defense.
Yeah. Calling some new numbers. Calling some guys over from defense. 14-yard carry.
Pickup.
Thompson down on the side for Hawkinsville. Pollard, obviously no stranger to carrying the ball.
Nope. He has his share of carries. He's over 500 yards during the course of the season. He gets his share of touches as well.
Here come the Indians now, moving left to right on your screen. Hawkinsville in white, Irwin County in silver and red. Double handoff. Jukes and goes down to the 48-yard line. Down goes Young. Let's go to Gabrielle Ware on the sideline.
Hello, Tommy. Hey, guys. Thanks. Over here on the Irwin County sidelines, we were having some talk about just spirits were kind of dipping down a little bit lower for a moment, but then when the ball was recovered again, people have started getting a little bit more excited. They still feel like they're in the game. Both teams are kind of feeling pretty good about it, but that's what's going on over here. Back to you guys.
Thanks. Intercepted by Hawkinsville. Overthrown by Irwin County. Tolar overthrows and a 33-yard return.
And that's Cal George with the pick and nice run back.
Going for the tight end behind the Hawkinsville secondary. We're playing Let's Be Friends, aren't we?
We send it back and forth, and we see Coach Nobles is kind of tired of that. He's not enjoying it at all.
He's not having a good time. Pistol set. Excellent defense.
Number 8, William Lewis.
Sloan hands it off. Boom. Backside.
Lewis quick in the backfield. Has 3.5 sacks this season, so this guy gets into the backfield.
I think the offense has pretty much shot each defense in the foot, have they not?
They have, and the defense keeps showing up regardless. These guys are playing it, coming out mid.
No gain on the play, or very little gain on the play. Across the right side. Holloman again. And there's our guy on defense. Wow. These guys get after it pretty good.
They have all game long, and we're closing in. We're less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Irwin County does not want Hawkinsville to get on the board again here.
Pistol formation yet again. Toss sweep out of that. Good yardage up inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line.
Nice running by Reginald McDonald again.
And Young on one of the guys helping out on the tackle. Good blocking up front. There's Pollard.
There's Young. There's Hogan.
Yep. We've seen those numbers a few times today, haven't we?
All combining to bring down McDonald. 4th down now.
No surprise here. They scored on 4th down the last time. Double wing. Sloan looks over a 3-man front and going to call timeout.
potential it's a big play because, you know, they want to continue to keep the schedule, want to try to keep the drive going if you can, but Irwin County wants to turn them back, obviously.
4th down and 3. 4th down and 3. Here's how they got here. Hawkinsville beat Bleckley, Wilcox, Taylor, Brookstone, Central Talbotton, Greenville, Dooley. Marion County, a loss there. And they beat Schley County, St. Anne Pacelli. Then they beat Jenkins County, Charlton County, and Marion County on a last-second field goal. And Irwin County tied with Early County, or rather Irwin County tied with Early, beat Berrien, Fitzgerald, Clinch, Telfair, Charlton, Lanier, Wilcox, Atkinson, and Turner. And then, of course, in the playoffs, 3 wins there, Atkinson, Dooley, and Commerce. It's been a good year for both of them. And they've decided to kick it away.
No return man back there.
And the kick is going to go out of bounds. Sloan kicked it away.
They mark it at the 2.
I thought it went out of bounds.
Looked like it had. They're marking it at the 2.
Obviously we did. Let's see. Here comes the ball. Inbounds. 38-yard kick. The shadow of that goalpost is no fun back there. Now you got to drive at 98 to get within 1 score. Right up the middle, up to the 4.
Another
fumble.
Ball comes out again.
And Hawkinsville has recovered. Davis with the fumble recovery.
They got to.
Let's see who fumbled. That would be Pollard, wouldn't it?
Pollard, there's the ball.
I thought it was Moore at first, but I think that was Pollard. Yeah, Pollard on the carry. Singletary ripped it out of there. Isn't that Singletary? Yeah, I think so. Wow.
It really
does say it all. Wow.
What does it take? There's Coach Nobles.
Yeah, he's just shaking his head.
Now your defense is back on the field, but their backs are to the goal line.
Wow. At the 7. And you know they're going to pound it in. First and goal from the 7.
You've asked a lot of your defensive unit today.
T formation, toss, sweep, caught and thrown. Wow, good defensive play that time. Excellent defense by Pollard, who fumbled. Well, you know, he fumbled. He's going to take care of business here. Excellent defense by Pollard. Singletary on the carry. Second and goal from the 13, which is not easy to accomplish. We have played 3 at the Georgia Dome in the Class A Public School Championship. Hawkinsville leads it 15-6. We've had turnovers, block punts, missed extra point, bad snaps. We've seen a little of it all. But hey, we've got 12 more minutes of it to go. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll let you know soon.
Sea Island. With 3 golf courses and a golf performance center, beach, spa, and more. The destination for families and golf groups. For information and booking, seaisland.com.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
Animal agriculture is important to Georgia. Our farmers work hard each and every day to take care of our animals across this state. Hi, I'm Zippy Duval, President of Georgia Farm Bureau, and we're proud of our partnership with Georgia High School Association. Just as we teach our children to work hard and accomplish goals, we take care of each other like a family. We as farmers across this state love our animals, and we work hard to take care of them too, don't we, Jim?
Visit us online at gfb.org.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt. That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't really
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome back to the Georgia Dome. Hawkinsville leading Irwin County 15-6 heading into the fourth quarter. You see some excited fans right there. Those Red Devils looking to add a 6th state championship trophy to their case. We asked you earlier in the game how many years lapsed between Hawkinsville's 3rd and 4th state championship wins. The answer is 44 years. The years were 1959 to 2003 that they had to wait for that 4th state title. And our trivia winner is Justin Evans. He answered very quickly on Twitter. So he'll be getting, Justin, you'll be getting 2 tickets to Georgia's College Football Hall of Fame located in Atlanta. So congratulations. Thank you everyone for joining, and stay tuned to the next game because we'll have a lot more trivia coming your way. Tommy?
Thanks, Grace. Heading into the final 12 minutes of play, Hawkinsville. Caught and thrown is Mr. Singletary yet again back at the 16. Boy, Irwin County has just bowed up, hadn't they?
Yes, Zion Ross. Another one of those guys up front for him, number 74. Getting into the backfield for the big stop.
Was that McDonald or was that?
That was McDonald.
I thought it was Singletary yet again.
McDonald.
There they were from that T formation. I've never seen the T. I haven't seen the T formation in years.
It's been a while.
Well, I like to think that the wishbone was a cheated T.
It was.
It's an inverted T.
It was.
Don't you agree?
It was. Very much. We got a timeout here. Hawkinsville wants to talk about things a little bit.
Well, they should, because it is now 3rd and 17?
Yep.
And that they got to get to 17 now. And I don't think you want to, and this is no reflection on your kicker, but I don't really think, based on the way things have gone, you don't want to try a field goal here. Yeah, they had problems in the first half. Everybody had problems. Let's take a look at it. There you go. That's the way they did it in the first half. So let's see what happens. And then just a no play, and here we go again. Coach Daniel.
Coach Daniel's like, come on, time out.
Let's call time out.
About this.
21 is what he called. I knew what he called. He said 21. And, of course, that's the left halfback through the one hole, right?
That's it.
That's the way it used to number it in the T formation.
But I guess he wanted to talk it over with number 87. And when you think about Sloan, here's a guy who started. You know, he started 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years and 3 games, he told us he started.
Yeah, and he's looking over the coach like, you want to call what? You want to call what? Look at Coach Daniel. Key play right here. Nothing doing down at the 17.
77 in on that stop. A little slow getting up. Robert Wilcox, he has been working hard all game long for Irwin County.
Right on the carry.
There he is.
I tell you what, you have to give Irwin County a lot of credit here in the second half. They have been on defense the entire second half, and it has not been in easy situations. They've had their back against the wall the entire time.
So now it's 4th and 17. We know we're not going to kick here.
Nope. In a normal situation, this would be a 36, 37-yard field goal. This is not a normal situation. Gonna run the draw right up the middle, down to the 13. Nothing there. And that was not Sloan.
That was Sloan.
That was Sloan?
That was Sloan. On that play.
Okay, that was Sloan. You are absolutely right. Coach Daniel is not a happy man.
Not happy about that at all.
And Irwin County has maintained to hold on. Yes, he is.
He's working on that again. He's trying to work that, trying to get that cleaned up if he can.
Let me show you how to block that. That's what he was showing them. All right, here comes Irwin County. Not much there. Hawkinsville defense rises up yet again, up to about the 13 or the 14-yard line.
Ty Hogan on the carry there.
Ty Hogan on the carry. And number 28, Tyrone Wright on the stop.
Making the stop.
And that clock keeps moving. 10 minutes left in the game. Wing T formation. Give to the fullback right up the middle. I think that's either Moore or Pollard. That's Moore on the carry up to the 22-yard line. There is some anxiousness. Now we're going to see a little bit of hurry up. Toss sweep.
Hadn't seen
to
that all day.
Jakiron. Nothing there. No block on the corner. Couldn't get him hemmed up out there. The wide receiver at the 22-yard line. 4th down and 1.
First time we've seen any type of hurry up offense by either team in this game.
Both of these defenses have been relentless. They really have, Sam. 4th and 1, and you really have to go for it here. You're at the 9-minute mark. You're down by two scores to win. And Hawkinsville jumps offside.
Looked like 51, Devin Adams.
Yes, it was. Adams jumped offside. He changed the snap count. I'll guarantee you he changed the snap count, right?
That's it.
That's how you do it.
That's sure.
1st down. Hard count. Watch him. Yeah, you can tell he did it. He changed it. Good move that time. Good call. Quarterback got that one done.
Now you got some aggressive guys up front. Get them to make a mistake. 1st down here.
Right. Toller hands inside, breaking tackles. Is that Young? Yes, it is. All the way across the 40 up to the 45-yard line before he's knocked down. Let's take a look at Jakiron Young. Wow, look at that balance.
Yep, that's up. Nice pickup.
All he needs is a little seam. Headed the other way, left side up to the 42-yard line. Hogan on the carry. On the carry before, Young 17 yards on the carry.
Kind of hurrying things up again here.
2nd and 8 at the 45. Give is to the fullback. That's Moore on the carry. Up to the 46-yard line. Hurry up yet again. The give is to Jakiron Young. Got a seam and a block on the corner to the 42. Goes Jakiron Young. He's really asserting himself right now.
Went right side and just was patient, waited for the opening to come and goes up against the first round. Drive continues.
Inside counter, not going to happen with those 3 people up front. They almost beat the handoff back there. Hogan on the carry. Watch the guy in the middle. Thank you for running that one. There was a takedown there, Sam. Did you see that one?
Yep.
But it worked to the advantage. Nobody called it.
52, Keshawn Wright making the stop. Like you said, the guys up front setting the tone on defense.
2nd and 11. Low snap. Quarterback up to the 40-yard line. Tolar. Let's take a look. Buddy Nobles pulled a Steve Spurrier, I hear, and threw his headset on the sideline.
Hawkinsville crowd getting loud.
I would not change the play if I were you. Rolling, looking, gonna throw. No, gonna tuck it and run. Is Tolar down to the 30-yard line.
Did he get enough for the first down? And we got two
Very
Hawkinsville
close.
players slow getting up.
Look at Coach Nobles.
They got the first down.
First down. Tolar knocked out of bounds. It's almost like he was investigating, you know, the look on the left-hand side over there. Buddy Nobles has got the call. Nobody else has on that sideline. And the give is to the fullback. Up in there, not much there. Down at the 30.
Clock becomes the enemy now for Irwin County.
6 minutes is not long in this kind of offense. And especially when the Hawkinsville defense has been giving up yardage very begrudgingly. Wing left. Power sweep to the left side. Got a block in the corner. Young down to the 21. You know what we may get to see here? If Irwin County scores, we may get to see an onside kick. That's something we haven't seen
yet today. We just may.
We've seen everything else in the kicking game, though, haven't we?
Good and bad.
That's what I mean. We've seen it all. The excellent kick down to the 2 on the punt. Here we go again. Fullback. Fumble. Another fumble.
Hawkinsville has it. Got a penalty flag afterwards.
Yep.
Got a little unsportsmanlike going on.
Yep. It's a little frustration coming through.
Yeah.
Take a look at it. Never really had possession of the ball.
It just came flying out
there. It just came flying out. And one of those big linemen up there for Hawkinsville, defensive lineman, got the ball. That's Singletary. That's one of those linebackers that got it.
And Moore's been he's been a workhorse.
Yes, he has.
All right, after the play, we got a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike over here. We also have a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike on red.
Has anybody been ejected?
That's what I was waiting to hear. Waiting to hear.
Oh, look at Moore. Listen, this is not what he dreamed of in the Dome.
No. And he's had that kind of day where he's had a lot of great runs.
Yep. But there have been a couple of fumbles.
And he knew what this time meant for his team. He knew they were driving. He knew they needed to get into the end zone. Less than 6 minutes to go.
Here's his offensive lineman, big number 76. What a nice gesture to go over to him.
That's the center, Cam Morgan.
Yeah. .531 to go. Still some time. You never know what's going to happen.
In this game, hey.
Anything can happen.
The things that we've seen take place in this game.
I've been doing this a while, Sam. This has been an unusual game for me. At the 30. Run off the left side. McDonald on the carry. Gain of 4 or 5. Clock, the enemy of Irwin County, at 5:10 and rolling. They do have some timeouts left. They've got 3 left. 2nd down and 6.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hello.
Nice Nice move inside that time.
66, Jared
Johns with the tackle.
Look at that.
Wow.
All over McDonald.
Irwin County calls timeout. Hawkinsville 15, Irwin County 6, 4:52 left. We'll be back with the final less than 5 minutes after this.
Questions can't wait until morning. So I'm one of many nurses at Cigna with answers, anytime, day or night. I'm Lauren, and I've got your back.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
She's perfectly healthy.
Cigna covers preventive care. That's having your back.
Irwin County timeout, 4:52 left in the ball game. They've got 2 remaining now. Listen, you know as good as I do when there's time on the clock and you're within 9 points, anything can still happen. It's not over yet.
No.
It is not over, Sam.
It's not over, but there is a great sense of urgency for Coach Nobles in Irwin County right now because they had a drive going. It looks like they were headed to have a possibility of putting some points on the board. And the ball comes out, and just a heartbreak for the young man that was running the ball in, who's done so much great things for him today. And right now, Hawkinsville has the ball back.
There have been so many turnovers and mistakes in the kicking game. These 2 coaches are really wound really tight right now. And the give to McDonald, and up near a first down at the 35-yard line.
He was collecting tacklers as he was going there. I mean,
I like the way he turns up as well. Look at the way he makes the turn. Got the tall sweep, breaks a tackle, yet another, and leans. Got good body lean, Sam.
He's a big guy, 6'2", 210, nice size.
4th and less than a yard. Wow. They did, and I'm not sure he made it.
Did they get it?
I'm not sure he made it. Did he make it? They're saying they made it. I guess they did.
First down.
First down. Wow.
They just muscled just enough.
Let me tell you something.
Just enough.
I couldn't believe it when it was 4th and less than a yard. Look at this.
Dakota Sloan.
And he got hit right away. Wow.
Wedged himself up in there just enough to get the first down.
The handoff to the left side, not much there, or absolutely nothing there. Both teams have really impressed us defensively.
They really have. They've really done some outstanding things. The guys up front, like we said when we started the broadcast, they were going to make the difference today. And indeed they have throughout this game. There you see the big guys up front for Irwin County. They have worked. They spent a lot of time on the field in the second half.
McDonald on the carry, no gain, second down, 10. Clock, 3:22. Sloan rolling, caught and thrown.
It's that man again.
There he is.
It's that man again.
Wow. He's had a good game, hasn't he?
Robert Wilcox has been outstanding all game long.
3:13 still remaining. Hawkinsville got the ball. Irwin County needs it. 15-6 when we return.
The GHSA Championship is made possible in part by Regions Bank. It's time to expect more. Georgia's Electric Membership Corporation, lighting the way. Technical College System of Georgia, learn more, earn more. Cigna, together all the way. And viewers like you, thank you. The GHSA would like to thank the Georgia Farm Bureau.
As a strong, stable bank, Regions is always looking for opportunities to boost the vitality of our communities. In addition to offering financial solutions for our customers, we are committed to supporting local initiatives and organizations that help our neighborhoods thrive. Regions is proud to be a partner with GPB in building a better Georgia.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the technical college system of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
Providing safe, affordable, and reliable electricity requires more than bucket trucks and utility poles. These are the faces behind your power. For more than 75 years, Georgia's nonprofit, member-owned electric cooperatives have been on a mission to brighten the lives of more than 4.5 million Georgians. We are Georgia's EMCs, proudly serving our members, lighting the way.
We'll see one more timeout called, I'm sure. This is 3rd down and about 15 or 16. So I'm sure Irwin's going to burn every timeout. You can't take them home on the bus with you. Why would you not call them?
You got to use them. They're there for a reason.
Yeah. Moore, 61 yards today. And it's been a bad day for the young man, and you really feel sorry for him for the bad things that have happened. But hey, this too shall pass.
That's it. That's true. That's true.
4th down. I believe Irwin's going to call one final timeout. 15-6, and it's going to take a miracle for Irwin County here. Coach Daniel signaling his team to the sideline.
Come on over. Come on over.
Hey, you never know. It's been an adventure every time somebody's backed up to punt.
It's 4th and 7. We're going to see what happens. You're right, because those have been adventurous today, those punt attempts.
Hawkinsville possibly going to get that 6 state championship. They won in 04, 03, 59, 54, 53. Coach Bobby Gentry, 203, 96, and 10. Of course, Charles Johnson is one of the famous alumni from Hawkinsville. They call their football field the Gent, which I think is real cool. For Coach Gentry, they call it the Gent. So that's where Hawkinsville plays high school football. Beautiful little community in the middle of the state. Great, intense football fans there.
I'm seeing the way they've made this. I'm looking across. We're looking across the way from our vantage point. We're looking at the Hawkins County fans, and they showed up in good number today. Really proud of what this team has done, and looking to see if they can get that 6 state championship. They are 306 away.
And they play in that tough Region 4A. It's no day in the beach, or at the beach in that one. Good snap, good kick. Sloan kicks it away. Jakarin going to let it hit and roll dead around the 12. Isn't that? Hey, he waits until the last kick.
Yep, to just let it go.
50-yard bomb.
And earlier,
great kick by Sloan.
Earlier we saw him get kind of risky on a punt return. Just grab it anyway.
Right.
You know, but not this time.
At the 12 with 2:51 left. And you, as I well know, it's going to take a miracle here for Irwin County. But it's not out of the question. You never know anymore.
Well, now you look.
Not in what we've seen.
Look at this alignment. You go out of what you naturally do.
Right. Snap to the up man, up to the 13 or 14. Defensive front of Hawkinsville going to knock him down there. Owens, the big guy on the right-hand side, going to knock him down. Pollard on the carry. Direct snap. Gain of only 1, and the clock rolling. No timeouts left for Irwin County. Direct snap again, dropped. And going to be thrown and out of bounds up at about the flag going to come in. Jakarin Young got pushed out of bounds, and I think they thought that was a little too much at this point in the ball game.
He gave him a little shove there at the end, did Tyrone Wright, and they're going to tack on a penalty for that.
A little too much encouragement there.
That's it. That's it.
Encouraging him to step out of bounds. Or a little
After the play.
A little more.
Further than out of bounds.
A little further than out of bounds.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run results in first down.
First down. Like to get a shot of Coach Daniel after that 15-yard penalty.
Oh, my goodness. He wasn't happy about that.
No,
even with the lead and the clock on his side.
Direct snap. And a break through the middle up to midfield. Pollard. This is some kind of football player. 16-yard run. DJ Pollard.
He's one of those guys you love to see in your high school football team with so much heart. And doesn't matter what coach asks him to do, he's going to go out and do his very best.
He's played both sides of the ball with that intensity today, folks. Quarterback draw and a whistle. I think we got motion. I know we have motion.
Snap. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still playing first down.
Zach Tolar, the quarterback on the quarterback draw. 5-yard penalty back to the 45. We're at the 2:05 mark. Hawkinsville about to capture their 6th state title. At the 40. Tolar throws again out of bounds up at the 49. Pitts with the catch. Coach Nobles signaling downfield.
So now we're less than 2 minutes to go in the game.
1:51 showing on the clock. Tolar in trouble. Now out of trouble. In trouble again. Those 3 down linemen, all 3 of them had a shot at him.
They did. The guy that finally brings him down, Matthew Money, number 50, is the guy that brings him down.
I tell you, those 3 guys up front have been the deal today for Hawkinsville in spite of all the problems that have gone on. 51, 52, and 90 have had a field day. And out of bounds across midfield. Coach Noble's going to call it again. Zach Tolar standing on a sideline. Got a new guy coming in. Good throw there and out of bounds. He was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Look at the foot. The foot came down just a bit out of bounds.
I'm not in the officiating business.
No. Don't get it changed. We're not.
And I don't have a dog in this hunt.
And we're not wearing those striped shirts.
There you go.
Not today.
121. Gonna run the reverse. Got a block at the corner and knocked down. And the Hawkinsville fans can feel it.
Shaquan Lawson with the stop, solo stop here. He wasn't fooled at all. Makes the nice stop. Shaquan
Lawson, yeah. And Hawkinsville gonna substitute now. Some new numbers, I think. Lawson on the stop.
The ball goes over.
Yeah, the ball goes over.
Minute 16 to go.
And Coach Nobles is going to take the headset off, and he realizes exactly what has happened here. And he's going to put some other people in there as well, some of the younger players. Sam?
Yep, you come this far, and obviously you come to win the game. But it's also about the experience. Think of all the teams that started this season out across this state tournament with a goal just to get here.
Just in Class A.
That's it. That's it. You've gotten here. You managed to get here. And you want these guys, especially the guys who are returning, to get a taste of it.
Yeah, sure. Coach Daniels told us what it would mean to the community.
So much for me, as much as, I've been doing this for a long time. And so I have never been in a state championship game. I've been to semifinals a couple of times, but I think it'd mean more to the community and to these kids and these families and everything than it would to me. They're great people. Hawkinsville's a great town to live in, and so this gives them an identity, and so I'm excited for them.
Coach Daniel, of course, an assistant coach to the legendary Robert Davis at Warner Robins and Westside Macon for many years, and has that philosophy.
And now he can put his name a part of the legacy at Hawkinsville. 3 state titles by Bobby Gentry, 2 by Lee Campbell, and now David Daniel will get to put his name on the record book there at Hawkinsville as having coached a state championship team.
And for our friend Buddy Nobles, it's wait till next year.
Wait till next year.
It's been a good year for Irwin County.
Been a very good year for Irwin County. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just couldn't get enough breaks to go his way today. You know, nobody was more excited about coming to Atlanta than that man.
Yeah. He'll end up 11-2-1 on the year. And it's been a great year for them. Irwin County has really, really had a good year. Coach Nobles, one of the most humorous individuals that I've ever met. Just a very nice, very laid back kind of guy, and this one's painful. It hurts him. We know that, Sam.
It really does. It really does, because no one on that sideline, no one on the field was more excited about being here today than Coach Buddy Noble.
That's true. And to Irwin County and their fans and supporters, we salute you for a great season. And for Hawkinsville, yet another state championship for the Red Devils. And they didn't win their region. Marion County, the defending state champions, won the region championship. And look at the celebration. It was the kind of game we thought it was going to be. It was a defensive game. Hawkinsville's defensive front 3 really played well. Irwin County's front 4 played well. Pollard played well. It was just the unfortunate thing of turnovers, and that's what happens to you in key football games. Turnovers will do that, Sam.
They will do that. You got the fumbles. You had the high snaps on the point afters. You had the high snaps on the punts. All those things had an impact on the game today. But like you said, we expected to see a close game. We expected to see a lot of running. We thought the defensive linemen on both teams would really do a lot to set the tone of the game today. But those miscues eventually, to me, came down to be the difference.
Neither team really threw the ball that much. They were intent on running it greatly, but actually one of the biggest plays for Hawkinsville was the 4th down conversion on 4th and 4 when the kid stepped out of bounds at the 1. That was probably the biggest. That's what turned it around for them.
They're able to go on 4th down, 4th and 4, and convert and then get it into the end zone. That was very big for the Hawkinsville football team. The defense did a good job on Jakyron Young. We talked so much about him coming into the game and what he would do. Obviously, Irwin County has counted on him all season long. He got some yards. Robert Moore probably did more damage, but then he's the one that was on that final possession for Irwin County, loses the handle on the ball, and then Hawkinsville gets it back.
You really feel for him because he had a good day. He had 61 yards, and that was a lot in this type game.
Obviously, he had a great day. Unfortunately, that's the memory he's going to take away from the Georgia game.
Yeah, it really is. Hawkinsville wins the state championship. Irwin County the runner-up, and as you can see, some tears are being shed down on the field, which is only normal. And there's celebration on one side of the field, and there's sadness on the other side of the field. But that's the way it is when you come to the Dome. There are no more ties anymore.
And there's no next week. You know, there's nothing to look forward to next week. You pack it all away after this particular game. You pack it away with a bit of a smile if you come away with a victory.
I will say this. Both teams left it on the field.
That's it, as it should be in the final game.
That's right. Sam, enjoy to work with you. Let's go down to the runners-up are getting their trophy. We'll go down to the field here in just a moment. Buddy Nobles, along with a couple of those wonderful linemen from Irwin County, getting their trophy.
And there you see Coach Noble. You know, hey, he gets that trophy. He's smiling a bit now, but you know he wanted the other one really bad.
15-6, your final score here. Hawkinsville wins their 6th state championship. Sam, A joy to work with you.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Why don't we? About 10 o'clock tomorrow morning?
We'll be here.
But, hey, there's much more to come. We've got 2 more games today, 4 more tomorrow. It's a great weekend at the Georgia Dome. Let's go down to Mark Harmon on the field. Mark?
Congratulations to Hawkinsville, 6-time GHSA champions. I now turn the microphone over to the Executive Director of the GHSA, Mr. Gary Phillip.
Coach, on behalf of the entire association and all of our schools and our representatives, we want to congratulate you on a great season and a great game today. Congratulations to our new state champions.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mark.
Coach, talk a little bit about what this wins to you and to your program.
It's just unbelievable. These kids have worked so hard from day one that, you know, we've praised God the whole way, and we've practiced hard, and we just did what they asked me to do. I just got, you know, nothing but high praise for these kids because they just worked so hard.
Let's talk to Dakota back here, the quarterback of the football team. Talk about what it means to you as a senior to win this thing for you, your community, your school, and your classmates.
Well, it's just a big accomplishment. It's something that all of us, you know, we've been playing together since Pony League, and we've been talking about playing here, and now that we're finally here, we brought one more home for Hawkinsville, and it's just a great accomplishment to accomplish something that we've wanted to do all our lives. And it's great. It's great.
I think we got Warren over here. 2 touchdowns today. Talk about getting the team off to a good start.
Well, you know, it was just a great team effort. You know, I couldn't have did it without my brothers.
Talk a little about what it means to you to win this one.
I mean, it's just a one-in-a-lifetime thing, you know. If it weren't for my brother, I don't think it would have happened.
Coach, you're giving an embrace here. I know at 24 Red Devil Drive, there's going to be a big celebration.
Red Devil Nation's awesome, baby.
How about winning this thing and looking out, seeing your teammates, seeing your fans, and all that sea of red?
It feels great. First off, I want to give all the glory to God. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't. Coach Connor, you did a hell of a job, Coach.
All right, 1953, 54, 59, 2003, 2004, and Coach, 2014. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's just great to be here.
All right, now let's send it over to Raven Tirado for the GPB Tailgate Party.